Now, we're doing a little bit of music theory today. Yay! But I want to start by saying this is super basic. Super basic music theory. Hello there! My name is Onyie, and this is Onyie Sings! Welcome everyone! I'm so happy to see you all. So before we begin the video, I just want to quickly say, please, if you have a second, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. I myself am not on a Patreon or anything like that, so as of now, the most support you can send or give is through subscribing. Thank you so much for each and every one of you who has subscribed, and thank you ahead of time for those of you who will, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's get into the video. We're doing a little bit of music theory today. Yay! But I want to start by saying this is super basic. Super basic music theory. However, I do recognize that a lot of people don't really have this knowledge if they're not going to school for it. And even those who go to school for it, if you're not like doing it regularly, you do kind of forget this stuff. But I have to make clear this is super basic music theory. So if anyone's here wanting to find out about like German sixths and things like that, we're not kind of going that far. We're just doing the basic understanding of what is an interval and why does it matter. First things first. What is an interval? Well, I will tell you. The actual definition of an interval is the inclusive distance between one tone and another, whether that is successively, which would be melodic, or simultaneously, which is harmonic. Either the space between the notes as they're moving forward or backward, or the space between the notes as you stack them up. And the way we count intervals is through either whole steps or half steps. And as you can imagine, a half step is half a whole step. So you either have a half step between one note and another, or a whole step between one note and the next. So what's the importance of knowing intervals? If you want to be musically literate, you have to understand intervals. And if you want to be able to sight read music, you also need to understand what intervals are. It's the only way you can understand the steps from one note to the other, be they successively or simultaneously. But you do have to understand where you are in the music and where you're going in the music. And in order to know that, you have to understand what the intervals are. How do intervals help you sight read? One way is through solfège. And if you want to check out my previous solfège video, please feel free to check it out. It is actually one of my most viewed videos of all of my voice lesson videos. If I want to understand how to skip around and not just do the successive notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Understanding solfège will help you jump through those intervals so much more easily. For instance, if I want to sing a third in solfège is do to mi. You have do, re, mi. So that's the third. So if we're going do, re, mi, then we just want to go do, mi. We just have to remember where that mi was living. So if I'm saying do, re, mi, re, do, mi, do, that's a third. Do, mi, that's a third. If I'm looking at sheet music and I see, let's say that first note is do. If I see a third above that, then I'll just think do, mi, and then I have a third. That's one of the things that really helps, and that's why it helps to practice solfège quite a bit, because it's something that almost becomes muscle memory, so you can use your voice almost like an instrument. But another way that you can do that is through memory clues or reference songs or anything like that. When I was in high school, my choir teacher had a song that we sang to memorize all of the intervals in both major and minor, both going up and down. However, the memory song had a bunch of memory songs within it. And so I'm going to sing this for you. What I'm going to just give you is the major one going up. And please feel free to comment in the end and let me know if you want more of these memory songs or memory videos or anything like that. We're going to be doing a little bit of solfège as well, but let me give you these first few notes. So let me see. The first note we're going to use is an A below middle C if you want to sing along. So that's our do. Do, do, same note, perfect prime, because the same note twice is a perfect prime. Do, do, perfect prime. Memory clue, row, row, row your boat. Do, re, major second, Are you sleeping? Do, mi, major third. Oh, when the saints, da, da. Oh, when the saints, do, fa, perfect fourth, because we have perfect fourths and perfect fifths.
The fourth, the fifth.
We don't have major or minor fourths and fifths. They are perfect. Yeah. And I can get more into why that is in other videos in the future. And again, please leave a comment below if you want more of that really intricate understanding of these things. But super basic, just know that the fourth and the fifth are always perfect. Do, fa, perfect fourth, here comes the bride. Do, so, perfect fifth, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do, la, major sixth, my body lies over the ocean. Toot, toot. Yes, we used to do toot, toot as well. Do, ti, major seventh, clash. Clash. Do, do, perfect octave, somewhere over the rainbow. So that do, do, even though it's the same pitch, it is up the octave. It's not a perfect prime, it's a perfect octave. Really quickly, let's go through the whole thing all together. Do, do, perfect prime, row, row, row your boat. Do, re, major second, are you sleeping? Do, mi, major third, oh, when the saints. Do, fa, perfect fourth, here comes the bride. Do, so, perfect fifth, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do, la, major sixth, my body lies over the ocean. Toot, toot. Do, ti, major seventh, clash. Do, do, perfect octave, somewhere over the rainbow. Yay! For those of you who were able to do it with me, awesome. And if you're not there yet, which I wouldn't imagine you would be if this is your first time seeing this, please take your time, continue to learn this and continue to understand it and memorize and really allow it to become muscle memory. And one of the things that also helps is just singing through the scale before I go into a song. For instance, if I know do is do, then I'll just do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, now it's in my voice. Now I have kind of the scale and an understanding of what's about to happen. And so I will say one more time, well, maybe one more time. I'll say it again. All of my voice lesson students know that whenever I say one more time, it is rarely one more time. One more time, I just want to really, really push that you want to make sure that you are practicing these things. All of the memory clues, all of the intervals, all of the solfège, all of the everything. You want to make sure that you are practicing this as regularly as possible. When I say regularly, I truly mean like maybe once a day. If you are a vocalist who wants to make a profession of this, if you're a vocalist who wants to become incredibly skillful in this, then I would absolutely say really, really, really get really comfortable and fall in love with practicing. So that's pretty much it. Intervals are just the spaces between notes, be they in a succession, like a melody, do, re, mi, or harmonic, do. And this is just a random aside, but one of my favorite videos on some of the more basic music theory is a Blues Clues video. Yes, Blues Big Musical Adventure, I believe is the name of the movie. I used to work at a kids club at a gym, and that was one of the videos in the kids club, and these poor kids, every time they came in, I was playing this video because it was so good. Also, Ray Charles is in this video. So, Blues Clues, Ray Charles, Steve, you know. It is not something that I am sponsored by. I'm not sponsored by Blues Clues. I get nothing from sending you to find it. It is so good, and you can learn from this video.
Put two notes together. Yeah, that's a harmony. Who knows where they'll go?
But more than that, Ray Charles is the voice of the G clef.
Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my friend.
Hey, I'm G Clef. So you're trying to make a little song, huh?
You can understand how kind of amazing that is. So feel free to check that out as well.
I can't say where it comes from, but when you sing, there it is. You know what? I can't say where it comes from, but when you sing, there it is. Oh, I like this myself. Look here. I can't say where it comes from, but when you sing, there it is.
Bye, G-Clef.
Bye, Steve.
Alright, so that is our basic beginner's understanding of what intervals are. If you have more questions, which I'm sure you do, if you have more questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you would like more videos along the lines of this kind of information, or if you want more in-depth videos when it comes to music theory, please let me know. I want to only offer things that my audience actually wants to see. Everything is interesting to me, so I can't trust myself. And if you're interested in taking voice lessons, I am a voice teacher in real life, and I teach private voice on Zoom. Feel free to book a session with me wherever in the world you are, and I would love to teach you. And we have more voice lesson content on this channel under this playlist I have for you all, with more of my videos, and there are going to be many more coming. And feel free again to leave comments below for tips or information that you would like to get more of. As always, thank you all so much for being here. You know I love doing these videos. I am so excited to get to share all this information with you all and can't wait to continue. Oh, also, I'm reinstating homework. Yes, we are bringing homework back to our videos. So, what's the homework for today? Well, I'll tell you. The homework is intervals. So yeah, feel free to continue to practice the memory clues I gave you and just practice intervals on your own. And if you want more of the interval information, or if you just want a whole video of memory clues, let me know, leave a comment below, and I will do my best to get to those videos as well. Thank you, as always, for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share, and say hello there. Bye! Well, first, what are intervals? First, what are intervals? So when I was in high school, and if you're interested in taking voice lessons, I am a voice teacher in real life. I am a voice teacher IRL. I am a voice teacher in real life. I am a private voice lesson teacher, or a vocal coach as well. And if you're interested in taking voice lessons,